Together, we will explore the fundamental principles of Stoicism, including the importance of reason, self-control, and acceptance of the present moment. We will learn how to cultivate a mindset of resilience and inner strength, even in the face of adversity. Through Epictetus's teachings, we will discover how to live a life of purpose and meaning, guided by our own values and principles. But this journey is not just about learning. It's about putting these principles into practice and experiencing the transformative power of Stoicism in our own lives. Together, we will support each other in our efforts to live a more stoic life, sharing our struggles and triumphs along the way. So let us begin this journey together, with open hearts and minds, ready to embrace the wisdom of Epictetus and the Stoic philosophy. Let us support each other, learn from each other, and grow together as we strive to live a life of inner harmony and enlightenment. Together, we can achieve great things and become the best versions of ourselves. The life of Epictetus. Epictetus's life was not without its challenges. As a slave, he was subjected to the whims of his master and had little control over his own life. However, he refused to let his circumstances define him. Instead, he focused on what he could control: his own thoughts and actions. He embraced the Stoic philosophy of accepting what cannot be changed and focusing on what can be changed. Through his teachings, Epictetus encouraged his students to cultivate inner strength and resilience. He believed that true happiness and peace of mind could only be achieved by mastering one's own thoughts and emotions. He taught that we should not be attached to external things, such as wealth or status, but rather focus on developing our own character and virtues. Epictetus's influence can still be felt today, as his teachings continue to inspire people to live a more meaningful and fulfilling life. His story is a testament to the power of the human spirit and the ability to overcome even the most difficult of circumstances. Epictetus's legacy serves as a reminder that we all have the potential to achieve greatness, no matter where we come from or what challenges we face. The Stoic dichotomy of control. One way to apply the dichotomy of control in our daily lives is to practice mindfulness. By being present in the moment and aware of our thoughts and emotions, we can better understand what we can control and what we can't. For example, if we're feeling anxious about an upcoming presentation, we can focus on preparing as best we can and delivering our message with confidence rather than worrying about how others will perceive us. Similarly, if we're dealing with a difficult person, we can choose to respond with kindness and compassion rather than getting caught up in their negativity. Another way to apply the dichotomy of control is to cultivate a growth mindset. Instead of seeing challenges and setbacks as insurmountable obstacles, we can view them as opportunities for learning and growth. By focusing on what we can control, our effort, attitude, and willingness to learn, we can overcome obstacles and achieve our goals. Ultimately, the dichotomy of control is about taking responsibility for our own lives and focusing on what we can do to make a positive difference in the world. By letting go of what we can't control and focusing on what we can live a more fulfilling and meaningful life. So, let's embrace the wisdom of Epictetus and start living our best lives today. The power of rationality. In addition to examining our thoughts, let's also practice mindfulness and self-awareness. Let's pay attention to our emotions and reactions and try to understand why we feel the way we do. By doing so, we can identify any irrational or negative thought patterns and work to change them. Furthermore, let's strive to be more objective and logical in our decision-making. Instead of letting our emotions cloud our judgment, let's gather all the facts and weigh the pros and cons before making a decision. This will help us make more informed and rational choices that align with our goals and values. Finally, let's practice empathy and understanding towards others. By putting ourselves in their shoes and trying to see things from their perspective, we can avoid jumping to conclusions or making assumptions. This will help us communicate more effectively and build stronger relationships with those around us. In summary, let's take control of our thoughts, practice mindfulness and self-awareness, make rational decisions, and show empathy towards others. By doing so, we can live a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Stoic acceptance of external events. It's important to remember that life is not always going to be smooth sailing. There will be times when we face obstacles and setbacks, but it's how we respond to these challenges that truly matters. Epictetus encourages us to approach these difficulties with a calm and rational mindset, rather than allowing ourselves to become overwhelmed by negative emotions. By accepting the ups and downs of life, we can learn to appreciate the good times even more. We can also develop a greater sense of resilience and adaptability, which will serve us well in the face of future challenges. Instead of dwelling on the negative aspects of a situation, we can focus on finding solutions and moving forward. Ultimately, Epictetus's teachings remind us that we have the power to shape our own lives. We may not be able to control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we respond to these events. By cultivating a positive and proactive mindset, we can create a life that is fulfilling and meaningful, no matter what obstacles we may face along the way. Endurance and resilience. Furthermore, Epictetus reminds us that our reactions to challenges are within our control. We may not be able to control the circumstances that come our way, but we can control how we respond to them. By choosing to face our hardships with grace and fortitude, we are taking ownership of our lives and refusing to be defeated by external circumstances. Epictetus' teachings also emphasize the importance of perspective. He encourages us to view challenges as opportunities for growth and learning, rather than as insurmountable obstacles. By shifting our perspective in this way, we can approach difficulties with a sense of curiosity and openness, rather than fear and resistance. Ultimately, Epictetus's wisdom reminds us that we are capable of overcoming even the most difficult of challenges. By embracing our struggles and facing them with courage and resilience, we can emerge stronger, wiser, and more empowered than ever before. So let us take his teachings to heart and approach life's obstacles with unwavering determination and grace. The Stoic Code of Ethics. However, embodying these virtues is not always easy. It requires discipline, self-awareness, and a willingness to confront our own flaws and shortcomings. It means being honest with ourselves about our own limitations and weaknesses and working to overcome them. But the rewards of living a virtuous life are immeasurable. When we act with wisdom, we make better decisions and avoid unnecessary suffering. When we act with courage, we overcome our fears and achieve our goals. When we act with justice, we treat others with fairness and compassion. And when we act with temperance, we find balance and harmony in our lives. Ultimately, living a life of virtue is about cultivating a sense of inner peace and contentment that comes from knowing that we are living in accordance with our highest values and principles. It is about finding meaning and purpose in our lives and making a positive impact on the world around us. So let us strive to embody the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance in our daily lives. And let us live with purpose and intention, knowing that we are on the path to true fulfillment. Practicing gratitude. When we practice gratitude, we shift our focus from what we lack to what we have. We become more aware of the abundance in our lives and less consumed by our worries and fears. Gratitude helps us cultivate a positive mindset and a sense of optimism, which can have a profound impact on our mental and emotional well-being. Moreover, gratitude is not just beneficial for our own happiness, but it also strengthens our relationships with others. When we express gratitude towards others, we show them that we value and appreciate them. This can deepen our connections and foster a sense of mutual respect and trust. In addition, gratitude can inspire us to give back to others and make a positive difference in the world. When we recognize the blessings in our lives, we may feel compelled to share our good fortune with others who are less fortunate. This can lead to acts of kindness and generosity that have a ripple effect on those around us. So let us embrace the teachings of Epictetus and make gratitude a part of our daily lives. Let us take time to reflect on all the good things in our lives and express our appreciation to those who have made a difference. By doing so, we can cultivate a sense of joy, peace, and fulfillment that transcends our circumstances and enriches our lives. The path to Stoic tranquility. Let's remember that Epictetus believed that we have the power to control our thoughts and actions, and that external circumstances do not have to dictate our happiness. He taught us to focus on what is within our control and to let go of what is not. By practicing this mindset, we can cultivate a sense of inner peace and resilience that will help us weather any storm. Epictetus also emphasized the importance of living a virtuous life, one that is guided by principles such as honesty, kindness, and compassion. By striving to live in accordance with these values, we can create a life that is not only fulfilling for ourselves, but also beneficial for those around us. So, let's take these lessons to heart and commit to living a life that is guided by wisdom, virtue, and purpose. Let's remember that we have the power to shape our own destiny, and that by embracing Epictetus's teachings, we can create a life that is truly worth living. By embracing the Stoic principles of Epictetus, you'll learn to focus on what you can control and let go of what you can't. You'll develop a sense of inner peace and tranquility, even in the midst of chaos and uncertainty. You'll learn to cultivate a mindset of gratitude and appreciation for the present moment, rather than constantly striving for more. Epictetus teaches us to live a life of virtue, to be honest, just, and compassionate towards others. By following his teachings, you'll become a better person, someone who is respected and admired by those around you. You'll learn to be resilient in the face of adversity, to bounce back from setbacks and challenges with grace and dignity. Ultimately, embracing the Stoic principles of Epictetus will lead you towards a life of purpose and meaning. You'll discover your true calling and pursue it with passion and enthusiasm. You'll find joy and fulfillment in the simple things in life, and you'll be grateful for every moment you have. So, take the first step towards a more fulfilling life today. Embrace the wisdom of Epictetus and let his teachings guide you towards inner peace and wisdom. You'll be amazed at how much more fulfilling your life can be when you live by these timeless principles.